What's up guys, it's Saray Karen. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it's going to be more of a talking head type of video, and this video is going to be about whether or not you should buy the Samsung S9 or the Samsung S9 Plus. Now, all around the internet, everyone is so hyped for this phone, and I am actually hyped for this phone as well because contrary to popular belief, I like phones other than Apple. I really love Samsung and I really love Google phones, but that's something else. Let's just talk about Samsung here. So the S9 and the S9 Plus, they were announced on February 25th, and that was the first time that we really got to take a look at the phones, see what was new about them, and just be excited about it. A lot of people on paper are saying that the phone is basically just like the S8 from last year. I mean, on paper, it really kind of is. The S9 has a 12 megapixel camera in the back, 8 megapixels in the front. It also has, 4 gigs of RAM, and it has 64 gigs of memory, and it's expandable up to, I believe, 256 gigs or 512. I will have to double check. Now the S9 Plus is coming in at 6 inches. It has 6 gigs of RAM, 3500 milliamp battery, and it also has 12 megapixels and 8 megapixels on the front. So, and they also have, of course, an improved processor. I believe it's a Snapdragon, I have to double check. Snapdragon 835, I believe. So on paper, it looks like the phone is only faster and with a better battery. But the main aspect of this phone, what everyone is up in arms about, is the camera. Now, a lot of people have been saying variable aperture, variable aperture, variable aperture. What is a variable aperture? So basically what Samsung has done is something that no other smartphone is doing right now, and it's variable aperture is basically adjusting your phone's lens to the amount of light that is coming through it. A lot of people, when you go outside and take your pictures outside, sometimes the photo is blown out because it only has one f-stop. So what the Samsung phone is doing is it's giving you the choice between shooting in an f1.5 or a f2.4. Most smartphones only have a fixed aperture. Now, a lot of people are like, who cares? If you're into photography or you're into taking pictures with your phone, you don't want to carry around a mirrorless camera or a DSLR, that's pretty big for a phone to have a variable aperture. Basically, when you want to get those super crispy, blurred out background and then really crisp foreground pictures, that's what your aperture is doing. The bigger the aperture, basically the lower the number, the bigger the aperture, the more light is coming in on your picture. And then on the other side, the smaller the aperture, wait a minute, the smaller the aperture, the less light, no, the bigger the aperture. You see how confusing it could be? But basically, the larger the number, the less light that's getting put into your picture. So a big aperture, a really opened lens, means that you can take really nice low light pictures, and a lot of people really struggle with that in a phone. Most phones, they take really crappy low light pictures because that aperture, it doesn't get any wider than 2.4. And what Samsung has done, they put a 1.4 aperture, and then it can change to a 2.4. Now, should you just buy the phone based off of a camera? I would say if you're into taking pictures with your phone, which a lot of people really are. I mean, no one really carries around a DSLR or a mirrorless camera for every day. If you want to snap a quick picture of your kids or you want to snap a quick picture of anything, you're most likely going to do it with your phone. So I would say yes, it is definitely something that you should look into if you want to get this phone. I definitely feel like the variable aperture on this camera is enough to warrant bumping up from an S8 and definitely bumping up from an S7, because it's just pushing the bar on what phones should have in their camera and basically the future in smartphones. So I definitely say you should get the S9 or the S9 Plus if you're looking for a phone that has a sick camera. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, the megapixels are the same from the S8. Yes, it is. It's still 8 megapixels in the front, 12 megapixels in the back, but the coolest thing is that variable aperture, and the in-phone features are something that are really nice too. Samsung put an all-new Pro mode into the phone. So that's for the people who are basically into photography, into cinematography, and they really want to get back and they want to change the ISO, they want to change the shutter speed, they want to change the f-stop, definitely you can go into the phone, into the software, and change that up. Samsung also put another feature in, is super slow-mo mode, which means that you can get super slow. I mean, I don't know why you would want to get super slow-mo. I guess if you're doing some type of action shot and you really want to slow it down, but that is another feature in the phone as well. They also put Bixby Vision. Now, Bixby is kind of hit or miss. A lot of people don't even use Bixby. I mean, a lot of people, I know when I used to work at Verizon, people were just like, what's this extra button for? But I actually think Bixby Vision is pretty cool. It has what? It has a QR scanner in there. It also has a wine label scanner. Need I say more? You can just scan wine and buy it, I guess. It also has, say for instance, you're taking a picture of something, like I take a picture of, I don't know, a speaker or something, and you want to see the prices for that speaker compared to Amazon, Best Buy, and I don't know, another website where you buy speakers. It will give you a list of all of those out just in the phone, in the camera. So I feel like all of that is really cool. Like I said, I definitely think that the new camera, that variable aperture, is definitely something you want to check out. Even if you don't want to keep the phone going, go inside of a Best Buy, go inside of, you know, a phone store and check it out, because I definitely feel like that is something that's pushing the button. I'm all for new tech. I'm all for innovating, and that's why I like Samsung so much, is because they're always innovating. People really credit Apple for innovating, but if you really think about it, Samsung is always at the forefront. Samsung, they just really push the bar, and everyone plays catch up after it. So I'm really excited for this S9. I know this video, I'm talking fast because I'm actually really excited about getting the S9. Pre-orders are available. The phone went on pre-order 2 days ago, so by the time I post this video, you can do pre-orders. The phone actually launches on March 16th. It starts at what, $719 US, but depending on your phone carrier, most likely you can get a device payment plan and just pay that out monthly. So all in all, should you get the S9? If you're into photography, if you're into cinematography, then yes, you definitely want to check out this new phone for that variable aperture. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I actually pre-ordered mine already. And another cool thing that I do want to say is I am selling cases for the regular size S9 on my Amazon store. So if you guys want to get a cool case by me, yes, I know, you should, the link is in the description. Definitely check it out. Buy the case. I hope you guys like it. It's really flexible. It's really protective. So I would love if you guys support me. If you are getting this phone in the S9, I am selling cases on my Amazon store. Link is down in the description. But that's it for really, guys. I just wanted to, you know, get on here, talk about the new camera feature, because on paper, the phone really seems like it's just, you know, last year model with a higher price point. But I definitely feel like the camera, it does warrant the price point. The camera does warrant getting a new phone, especially if you're at an S7. Make that jump to the S9, of course, if you want to. So that's really it for the video. I've never just did like a talking video. Oh yeah, I bought like a little dummy fake S9 phone. But another cool thing is, so like what I really like about Samsung, they really listen to customers, because everyone hated the placement of the fingerprint scanner. But now, if you can see, they put that thing right there. Very comfortable. If you have, like I have bigger hands for a girl, it's just a comfortable fit. Before on the S8, it was such a weird, awky feeling, but now it's very comfortable. It's in a good spot. So that's another thing. I can't wait to get the phone so I can do a really in-depth review for you guys. This is more should you buy it, and I want to give you guys my opinion. Because I mean, it's an expensive purchase. Phones are ridiculous out here. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you like this quick talking head video. I definitely think you should get the phone if you want it. Leave it down in the comments. Are you gonna get an S9? Are you gonna get an S9 Plus? I love hearing your comments. I love reading them. Definitely check out my case on my Amazon store. And that's it for now. I will see you guys in the next video.